Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 50-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Wilson. Shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Ball right on the 50-yard line, and here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
They run with Ford. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
This is Ford. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Again, they turn to Ford. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Draw play to Ford. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Singleton in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. On first down, Ford. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6 at the Broncos 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The first catch for Judy, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second.
At how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some sweep runs, and give you a little more space.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now it's Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos.
Marvin Mims.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. It's 4th. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Thorne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Second and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Watson gets this one to Cooper.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A beautiful fake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Now 1st and goal. To throw, Watson.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point good by Hopkins. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Wilson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
Finding Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 1st down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and this one won't be remembered for many. Did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.